Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Mamo5 and also known as TMO5 Kaneko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So today's video, it's about a post or a news I found. I think this news was released on the 27th of January of this year, and it involved an elderly, yes, I'll say an elderly African woman who has defrauded the immigration in the UK by going to different test centers or even same test centers to go and sit the citizenship exam for people who are looking to apply for citizenship in the UK. So you'll be wondering, how is that possible? Yes, I'm going to read the story out to you, and when I saw that story I was like, nah, this is not possible. So it says here that a fraud suspect aged 61 used wigs and disguises to take citizenship tests for others, according to the Home Office. So let's read the story. So I found this story on newssky.com. So false documentation and, in quotes, an array of wigs the woman was accused of using in the scheme were seized at an address in North London when she was arrested. So it says that a woman in her 60s has been arrested for allegedly using an array of wigs, in quotes, and other disguises to pose as at least 14 other people. So she posed as if she's other people 14 times to help them pass UK citizenship test. So that test is normally called Life in the UK test. So the 61-year-old, who has not been named, helped men and women, in quotes, to gain an unfair advantage in the Life in the UK test, according to the Home Office. She is accused of wearing various wigs and disguises to pass herself off as a true applicant in an attempt to dishonestly obtain them leave to remain in the UK. So far we don't have a full image of her, so whatever we are seeing on the screen is what the media has published for us, or is what the Home Office have released for us. So anyone seeking to stay in the country indefinitely or naturalization as a British citizen must take the test. I took that test and I'm going to discuss it with you. So she was arrested at an address in Enfield, North London on Monday, where, in quotes, several false documents and an array of wigs alleged to have been used in the fraudulent scheme were seized. It is alleged that between June 2022 and August the following year, the woman went to multiple UK test centers, disguising herself and doctoring ID documents to evade detection. So I'm going to leave a video of the times when they saw her here. So you guys saw that video, right? Let's keep listening to this story. Fraudsters completing the test for others could, in quote, lead to people wrongly being granted the right to remain in the country without the proper due diligence, according to the Home Office. So it continues saying that Immigration Enforcement Criminal and Financial Investigation Inspector said a complex investigation had put a stop to this dangerous scheme. This individual is believed to have orchestrated a premeditated plan to avoid detection, meticulously selecting disguises and test center locations across the country to evade the authorities. In quote, as with many criminals who commit this type of crime, we believe our motive was financial gain, according to the minister or to the officer. The Life in the UK test consists of 24 questions aimed at, in quote, proving the applicant has sufficient knowledge of British values, history and society, according to the Home Office. So now, the crime that this woman has committed, she's a 61-year-old woman, and according to the blood image that you guys have seen on the screen here, she's a black woman. I don't know her origin, I don't know where she originated from, but she's definitely a black woman. So when we're talking about the Life in the UK test, so normally when you get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK, if you want to naturalize to become a British citizen, you will have to sit the Life in the UK test. And I remember sitting mine, I think I sat mine like 15 years ago, and I paid about £50 for it. To be honest, the question that they ask you when you do this test is very, in fact, a primary 5 child in a school here in the UK would easily answer those questions without even studying for it. Even when I was preparing for mine, I even bought a book. I'm going to see if I can find an image of the book here. It will help you, the book gives like, you read it like a book, and then there's another book, like 2 books which give sample questions to read and to practice. And I did all of that, and then I went on to sit my test. It took me about maybe 25 minutes, and I passed my test, and hence what I went to go, went ahead to do my naturalization. So in the case of this woman now, she has done to do this with false ID for other people. So these other people are wanting to naturalize to become British citizens in the UK, but they instead asked this woman to go in and sit those tests for them. So all of the images we've seen so far, blurred out images. She was wearing different wigs, different test centers. So you all know how they would normally say that we black people that we look like each other a lot. I would have imagined that all of these test centers that she has went to, they actually thought that she was a person in whatever ID she's brought. Because yes, when I went to sit you'll have to take an ID with you. So she's went in disguising with different wigs to look as the person whom she's claiming to come and sit the exam for. And this comes to my mind that if you want to become a British citizen in the UK and you have to go through this deceptive method, why then do you want to become a British citizen? Because you can't tell me that you are in this country, you've lived in this country all these years, you can't speak English, you practically don't know nothing, or you can't actually speak in English for it to lead you to go and pay somebody or ask somebody to disguise themselves to go sit that test for you. The test is easy. So now the consequences of what this woman has done in the pace of June of 2022 and 2023, the pace of what she has done, the consequence of what she has done on the people who have actually used the certificate of the past test she used, it's going to be drastic for them. So for her, she's been arrested, and I can assure you she's going to be jailed. She's going to be jailed. 61 years old. I would believe that she is still working, or maybe she's retired, because I think the retirement age in the UK is 58. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm looking by my own time frame that the HMRC said I'm going to retire. I'm meant to retire at the age of 58. So I think the retirement age in the UK is 58. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. So I would imagine that this woman is either retired or just about to retire. And now she's going to do this. Like I said, she's going to be jailed. And now that they've been able to ascertain that she's actually done this for financial gain, all of the money she's made, and who knows how much she's charging all of these people in order for her to disguise herself. She's probably going to charge them for wigs, she's going to charge them for outfit in order to disguise herself to go sit for this test. So now the consequences for the people she sat this test for, she's going to use their names to sat this test, and she's got the result. These people who now want to naturalize to become British citizens will now forward the application to the Home Office. So these people, the punishment the Home Office could do to these people is either revoking their citizenship, or there's a possibility they could be deported. Because why do you want to live in this country, or you've lived in the UK for that long? Why can't you go sit your test yourself? Why do you have to pay somebody? So you are actually trying to get citizenship under deception. So the Home Office might, if they've already issued their citizenship, the Home Office might actually revoked it and maybe ask them to pay a fine, or maybe ask them to go see that test again themselves. Or the Home Office might actually maybe not just naturalize them and revoke their citizenship. Like, guys, I don't understand why people have to go all this way. Like, you've been in this country for a very long time. If you can't actually follow the policies, the laws of the governing body of the country you want to reside in, maybe you should, you know, jump back to the country you came back from. I'm sorry that I'm saying this, but yes, what this woman has done and the other people who have paid her to do this thing is going to make it even, it's going to even make life much even difficult for those who are maybe in the process of trying to naturalize. The Home Office might change the procedure of the exam. They might not do life in UK test again. They might maybe come up with something different, which obviously whoever has not done it before will not know how it's going to look like. They might even scrap this naturalization thing for immigrants like us who have come here to stay. And that's why I said, I know some of this, there are some bad Africans who will come into diaspora or abroad and behave badly. You're not only doing it for yourself or the country you originally originated from, but it's rubbing across every other African continent immigrant in the country where you are. So for what she's done now, anybody in that vicinity that she is now, or minority people, they will start to look at us. It's just like the news I shared in my live stream that I did, where people were buying documentation to, you know, to apply for visas. Like, why do this? Why do this? I don't want to believe that those people who actually paid this woman, that they don't know how to speak English. Because if you've stayed in this country for that long, you should be able to at least, even if it's not fluently, you should be able to speak ta-ta-ta-ta. You should be able to do so. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section as regards to what this woman has done. Do you think the Home Office might just, oh, because she's 61, they might maybe just fine her or ask her to go do maybe 20 hours of community work? Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. And like I said, life in UK test is not difficult at all. In fact, if you type life in UK test practice questions into Google, you will see practice questions there that you can practice, and trust me, it is not difficult. And what kind of questions are being asked? If I remember clearly, one of the questions I was asked was, if you just come back home after giving birth to a baby, who is the person who comes home to check the baby? Then they will ask the question like, if you need to register with the GP, what do you need to take with you to register with the GP? They ask, then after then they ask what was the name of the Prime Minister. Then they ask about the 4 countries within the United Kingdom, you know, United Kingdom, Scotland, London. You know, those questions they ask for, like House of Parliament, what do they do? They ask for, like, you know, churches in the UK. You know, these questions are so easy and that can be answered by a primary school child, a primary school student, not to talk of an adult. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. And you know, if you've watched till now and you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in regards to this video, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video. Don't forget to join my membership, or do not hesitate to join my membership, and I hope to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye for now. Bye.